the legal drama surrounding Sean Diddy Combs has intensified, drawing nationwide attention to the high-profile case. The renowned music mogul is currently facing a series of serious federal charges, including racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and violations of the Mann Act, all of which threaten to overshadow his successful career. Despite his status as a dominant figure in the entertainment industry, Combs has pleaded not guilty to these charges, denying any involvement in criminal activity. The sex trafficking allegations at the heart of this case claim that Combs used his extensive business empire to coerce women into participating in illicit sexual activities. Prosecutors allege that these actions were carried out under duress, sometimes involving the use of firearms or threats, and that they were part of a broader scheme involving racketeering. The accusations further suggest that Combs hosted so-called freak-off parties, where women were allegedly forced into sex acts with hired sex workers, a claim that prosecutors believe constitutes sex trafficking. In an unexpected and dramatic development, Anthony Ricco, one of Combs's lead defense attorneys, has withdrawn from the case just months before the trial is set to begin in May 2025. Ricco filed a motion stating that under no circumstances could he continue to represent Combs effectively. His withdrawal has raised significant questions about potential conflicts of interest or strategic disagreements within the defense team, adding another layer of complexity to this high-stakes legal battle. Currently being held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, Combs has been denied bail twice. His legal team is fighting to secure his release, but the serious charges and evidence presented by the prosecution have made it difficult for the defense to mount a successful bid for bail. The pressure is mounting as the trial date draws nearer, and all eyes are on how the defense team will adapt to these sudden developments. As this legal battle unfolds, the case against Sean Diddy Combs has become a national spectacle, with sex trafficking charges and allegations of racketeering captivating the public's attention. The outcome of this trial will not only shape Combs's future, but also shine a light on the complexities of fame, power, and abuse within the entertainment industry. One of the most shocking aspects of the case is the alleged involvement of freak-off parties. According to the prosecution, Combs organised private gatherings where women were allegedly coerced into sexual activities with hired sex workers. These events are described as being part of a larger racketeering operation in which women were manipulated, controlled, and forced into participating in illicit acts. The allegations of coercion and the use of threats and intimidation to control participants form the basis of the sex trafficking charges, which are often viewed as some of the most severe in criminal law. Authorities claim to have substantial evidence linking Combs to these criminal activities, including testimonies from individuals who reportedly attended the parties and witnessed disturbing actions. Police raids connected to the investigation have resulted in the seizure of narcotics and other items, such as baby oil, which prosecutors argue were intended for use in these illicit gatherings. The evidence has been framed as proof of the criminal enterprise that Combs allegedly orchestrated, making the charges against him even more serious. In addition to the sex trafficking and racketeering allegations, Combs is facing a Mann Act violation, which is another federal offence that involves the transportation of individuals across state lines for the purpose of engaging in illegal sexual activities. This charge further complicates the case, as it adds another layer of federal oversight to an already high-profile legal matter. Despite the gravity of the charges, Combs continues to maintain his innocence. His defense team argues that the alleged freak-off parties were consensual and that no coercion or trafficking occurred. In one of the most notable quotes from his legal defense, Mark Agnifilo, another member of Combs' defense team, claimed, "Is it sex trafficking? No, not if everyone wants to be there." This statement has been critical to the defense strategy, as it attempts to cast doubt on the claims of coercion and force made by the prosecution. One of the most significant additions to the prosecution team is Maureen Comey, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, Maureen has a notable reputation for her work on high-profile cases, particularly her involvement in the Ghislaine Maxwell case, which brought global attention to the issue of sex trafficking. Her role in this case has only heightened the public's interest, given her previous experience handling complex criminal cases. Maureen Comey's involvement is seen as a strong move by the prosecution, and many speculate that her expertise in handling sensitive cases could give them an edge in this high-stakes trial. While Maureen Comey's inclusion has added considerable weight to the prosecution's case, the defense remains firm in its stance that Combs is innocent. Despite Anthony Ricco's withdrawal from the defense team just months before the trial, other attorneys, including Mark Agnifilo, continue to vigorously defend the music mogul. Agnifilo has made it clear that they are pushing back against the sex trafficking allegations, arguing that the events described by the prosecution were not instances of coercion or trafficking but consensual encounters. Agnifilo's defense argument stating, "Is it sex trafficking? No, not if everyone wants to be there," has been one of the most quoted lines from the defense. This attempt to reframe the narrative plays a significant role in the legal strategy, as they aim to cast doubt on the prosecution's claims of forced participation in the alleged freak-off parties. Meanwhile, Combs has also taken significant legal action outside the courtroom. In a bold move, he has filed a $100 million lawsuit against NBC Universal and Peacock over the documentary titled Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. Combs alleges that the documentary defames him by portraying him as a monster and comparing him to notorious figures like Jeffrey Epstein. The lawsuit, which has added yet another layer of drama to the case, further fuels the media frenzy surrounding Combs. By pursuing this legal action, Combs not only challenges the documentary's portrayal of him, but also makes it clear that he is willing to fight back against what he perceives as harmful media coverage. The public reaction to the case has been one of intense curiosity, with many speculating about the involvement of other celebrities. Names like Justin Bieber have surfaced in conspiracy theories, though none of these claims have been substantiated by credible evidence. Nonetheless, such rumours continue to circulate, further fueling the public's intrigue and obsession with the case. The media coverage of Combs's legal battles has become a spectacle in itself, drawing attention not only to the criminal charges, but also to the broader celebrity culture and the way powerful figures are perceived in the court of public opinion. Meanwhile, public attention around the trial has reached a fever pitch. The media frenzy surrounding the case is a spectacle that involves not only the legal developments, but also the celebrity culture surrounding Combs. The media has covered every aspect of the case, from Ricco's withdrawal to the lurid details of the allegations, with outlets like Fox News and the New York Post contributing to the growing interest. Fox News has focused on the uncertainty surrounding Combs's legal strategy and the significance of Ricco's exit, while the New York Post has highlighted the sensational details of the allegations, such as the freak-off parties and the seizure of evidence. This kind of coverage ensures that the trial will be under a microscope, with every twist and turn drawing significant public and media attention. As the trial date in May 2025 approaches, it is expected that the case will continue to dominate headlines. The involvement of high-profile figures, including Maureen Comey, Mark Agnifilo, and the legal manoeuvring surrounding the case, will keep the case at the forefront of the media cycle. Moreover, the rumours swirling around the case, such as the potential involvement of celebrities like Justin Bieber, have only added fuel to the media fire, even though many of these claims remain unsubstantiated. In addition to the legal battles, Combs has made headlines outside of the courtroom with his $100 million lawsuit against NBC Universal and Peacock over their documentary titled Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy. Combs alleges that the documentary portrays him as a monster and unfairly compares him to figures like Jeffrey Epstein, claiming it harms his reputation. This lawsuit is another example of Combs's aggressive legal strategy and his determination to fight back against what he perceives as defamation. Whether or not the lawsuit is successful, it highlights the larger narrative at play in this legal saga. The intersection of celebrity, power, and media influence. As the case progresses, celebrity involvement and conspiracy theories will likely continue to captivate the public's imagination, even though there is no credible evidence to support the rumours. The names of Justin Bieber and other famous figures have been circulated in relation to the case, though most of these claims remain speculative. Still, the intrigue surrounding such theories only adds to the media frenzy, ensuring that the case remains a constant topic of conversation. One of the most significant aspects of this case is the focus on the abuse of power within the entertainment industry. The prosecution's allegations that Combs used his business empire to exploit women for sexual purposes raises larger questions about how power is wielded by those at the top of the entertainment world. These accusations align with growing public awareness about the culture of abuse that can exist behind the scenes in Hollywood and other parts of the entertainment industry. With Maureen Comey, the daughter of former FBI Director James Comey, leading the prosecution team, there is a sense that this case could become a symbolic moment in the fight against sexual exploitation in industries where power dynamics often go unchecked. The trial also shines a spotlight on how the legal system handles high-profile cases involving famous figures. With Diddy's celebrity status and the attention surrounding the charges, the case is under the scrutiny of the public, the media, and various social movements. The sheer volume of media coverage has created a media spectacle, one that could affect not only the legal process, but also the way such cases are perceived by the public. The influence of social media and the 24-hour news cycle has turned this case into a global event, one where public opinion could have an impact on the legal outcomes, even if not directly involved in the courtroom. The $100 million lawsuit filed by Combs against NBC Universal and Peacock over their documentary, Diddy, The Making of a Bad Boy, has added yet another layer of complexity to the saga. Combs is claiming that the documentary unfairly defames him by portraying him as a monster and making comparisons to Jeffrey Epstein, a figure who has become synonymous with sexual exploitation and abuse. This lawsuit highlights the relationship between media and public perception, as well as the ways in which celebrity culture can shape the outcomes of legal battles. By seeking significant damages, Combs is making a statement about how he believes he is being wrongfully portrayed, not only in the documentary, but also in the ongoing media coverage of the case. Ultimately, the trial of Sean Diddy Combs will likely have far-reaching consequences, not only for Combs, but also for the way the entertainment industry handles cases of sexual exploitation and power abuse. If convicted, Combs could face severe legal and financial repercussions, potentially marking the end of his career as he knows it. On the other hand, if he is acquitted, it could send a powerful message about the limits of celebrity power in the legal system, potentially shaping how future high-profile cases are approached. Either way, the fallout from this case is set to ripple through the entertainment world, influencing discussions about accountability, media portrayals, and celebrity culture for years to come. The future of Sean Diddy Combs for Combs, the legal battle represents a defining moment in his career. As one of the most influential and successful figures in music and business, the outcome of this case could mark the end of an era for the mogul. The charges of racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and Mann Act violations are not only criminal, but also deeply damaging to his public image. If found guilty, Combs could face lengthy prison sentences, and the damage to his reputation could be irreversible. Even if acquitted, the case has already tarnished his name and could affect his brand and his relationship with business partners, fans, and the public. One of the key consequences of this trial, regardless of the verdict, is the way celebrity culture will be impacted. Combs's case highlights the complex dynamics of fame, influence, and accountability. Sexual exploitation and coercion have long been controversial topics in the entertainment industry, but this case shines a light on the dark side of celebrity power. The way Combs's legal team and the prosecution frame the case could set important precedents for future high-profile cases involving abuse of power within the industry. If Combs is convicted, it could signal a significant shift in how the entertainment industry handles sexual exploitation cases. The consequences could lead to more scrutiny of powerful executives and celebrities, prompting the industry to re-examine its policies and practices regarding sexual harassment and abuse. The trial could encourage other victims of sexual exploitation to come forward, knowing that the legal system may begin to take such cases more seriously, regardless of a person's celebrity status or influence. Moreover, the case has brought the issue of media influence to the forefront. NBC Universal and Peacock's documentary Diddy: The Making of a Bad Boy, which Combs has sued for defamation, highlights the intersection of media portrayals and celebrity. Combs's legal action against these companies underscores the ongoing tension between celebrities and the media, especially when it comes to the portrayal of public figures. As Combs fights back against what he sees as a damaging narrative, his lawsuit against the media reflects a broader conversation about the role the media plays in shaping public perception and defining reputations. The media also plays a role in shaping the social discourse around the case. As people become more aware of the alleged crimes and the potential consequences for Combs, there will likely be a shift in how sexual exploitation cases are viewed. The trial has already sparked conversations about celebrity privilege, justice, and accountability, and the outcome may very well influence how celebrity power is held in check in future cases. In the long term, the outcome of the case could have a lasting influence on both Sean Combs and the entertainment industry. If Combs is found guilty, it could signal the beginning of a new era in which celebrities are held more accountable for their actions, and it may lead to stricter laws and regulations around sexual misconduct within the industry. On the other hand, if Combs is acquitted, it may send a message that even high-profile individuals can escape full accountability for their actions, potentially leading to further debates about celebrity privilege and the power dynamics that exist within the entertainment world. For now, the case remains in the public eye, with speculation, rumours, and conspiracy theories continuing to fuel the media frenzy. Regardless of the eventual verdict, Sean Diddy Combs will have to navigate the personal, professional, and public consequences of the trial. His case will continue to be a point of reference for discussions about celebrity culture, sexual exploitation, and the influence of powerful figures in the entertainment industry. Despite the media attention and the swirling rumours, the ultimate question remains: is Sean Diddy Combs guilty of the crimes he is accused of? Will the defence's claim of consensual encounters hold up against the compelling evidence presented by the prosecution? The answer lies within the courtroom, and the upcoming trial will answer these questions once and for all. As the trial draws closer, the stakes are only getting higher, and the public's attention will undoubtedly remain on this complex and highly charged case. So, what do you think? Is Sean Diddy Combs guilty? Will the prosecution be able to prove its case, or will the defence's narrative of consensual parties win out? Please comment below, like, and subscribe for more updates as this trial unfolds. We'll continue to keep you informed on all the latest developments and offer in-depth analysis of what this case means for Combs, the entertainment industry, and celebrity culture at large.